spatial visualizations. So here are 7 dimensions of intellectual ability. So as a manager, we have to understand, okay, what make up intellectual ability. Our job is to select the right people with the right ability to do the right things. Yeah? So then we have to base on this. And now scientists already provide kind of tests to find who have such talent, have such high ability for these dimensions. For example, if you want to recruit or select a teacher, to hire a teacher for your children, for your son, then what dimensions you should focus on? Of course, verbal comprehension, right? Teacher who should have high ability to use verbs, to use language, to make children, to make other people understand all abstract concept and knowledge, right? And then the other criteria, the other dimension, for example, number aptitudes, memory, inductive, deductions. Of course, a teacher may possess all of these dimensions. It means everyone have all of these dimensions. But the point is that who have high of these dimensions, then they can do the best of their the strength, the strong dimension they are in. Okay, so if you want to recruit an accountant for your company, then which dimension you should focus on? Okay, then it should be number aptitudes, right? Accountants play with number, find number as interesting thing to work with. They feel comfortable working with numbers. Okay, so they will perform their job the best when they deal with numbers. Okay, and memories. Okay. And inductive, etc. So based on this dimension, we can select the right person for the right job. For example, if you want to recruit a designer for your company, then what dimension is the most priority? Okay, of course, spatial visualization, right? Spatial visualizations. Then he can have a good ability to imagine of things. And if you want to recruit the driver for your company, then of course this person should have high ability, high score for this dimension, perceptual speed, etc. Okay, so why we should care intellectual ability? Because it helps us to select the right persons with the right ability to do the right job. Okay, and when we study individual ability, we should care about these situations: ability and job fit. Okay, so now look at this: ability and job fit. Okay, our job as a manager, select the right person for the right job. Okay, it is very costly if you select wrong persons. So it takes time for you to recruit employee, interview, training, etc. But later you put him or her in the job, fail to do it, and then you have to kick him out or her out, and you have to pay compensation. Okay, it's a waste of time and resources. So in order to make your company, let's say, effective, then you have to find the right person with right ability for the right job. So there are 3 situations you have to pay attention to. The first situation is you have high high ability, but low requirement. So you choose people with high ability to your company, and then you require them low. It means you don't need that. For example, you recruit an employee with let's say bachelor degree for let's say a driver. So it means you require high bachelor degree, but for driving, driver they don't need bachelor degree to drive a car. You see? So then it leads to what? Satisfaction or not? Do you think it is high satisfaction because you have high ability, but you don't have to do anything? So do you think the employee like it? Or high performance? No. If you let this situation happen, then you know the competition, the case about the rabbit and the turtle, the competition between the rabbit and the turtle. So the rabbits have very high ability, but have to compete with the turtle. So in terms of running, the turtle run very slow, but the rabbit can speed up very quick. So the situation here is the rabbit keeps sleeping, and then fail to do the job. So this leads to dissatisfaction. Actually, dissatisfaction. And you know what happened? When an employee dissatisfied with his or her job, sure, they will find way to quit the job, or sleep like the rabbit, okay, because the job is so easy to do, okay. So avoid this. The next situation is low ability but high performance. You recruit somebody with low ability, and then you require them high. Do you think this person can perform the job well? Of course not. Okay, so this one will lead to fails. Fail to do the job. Fail to do the job. So, fail to do the job, and then of course cannot survive in our company, and then you have to find a way to kick him or her out. It is a waste of time and resources. This situation also, because dissatisfactions, then quit the job. It is also a waste of time and resources of our company. So avoid these things. Okay. So then, this is the situation you have to pay attention to. Okay. Then you need to have, let's say, 5 ability, then fit with the job. It means job fit. Job fit. So what do you think the outcome of this? It will lead to job satisfaction. And you know, we will come back to job satisfaction later. The job satisfaction considered as the center. When an employee has job satisfaction, high job satisfaction, it means he will volunteer to stay, retain in the company, perform high, etc. All good things will come. So this is why we have to care about ability. So when we should keep this one so that we save time and resources. Okay. So in terms of ability, We have to understand, learn to understand all of these 7 dimensions of the ability so that we can select the right ability with the right job. So by doing that, it leads to organizational performance, effectiveness, goal achievement, etc. Okay. Next, we talk about individual attitudes. The second thing. Individual attitudes. Individual attitudes. Okay. So why should we care understand why should we care individual attitudes? Because attitudes can predict the behavior. Okay, so in terms of attitudes, we have to analyze deep into 7 sub criteria. So the first thing is attitude components. Attitude components. So when we talk about attitude like or dislike, our attitude towards something as like or dislike, that's easy. But you know what happened inside us? So there are 3 things. There are 3 things occur like this. So the first one, cognitive, as the evaluations, affective as feeling, and behavioral as actions. So here it occurs like the first stage, cognitive components. So this one, when we first see something, it leads to our evaluation or our opinion. Okay, and the second is affective component. This is about our feeling toward the thing we observe, the thing we receive, or our emotion. And the third one is behavioral components. This leads to, let's say, action, or let's say intention to behave. So you see, for example, if I see you, then inside here, it evaluate, oh, this guy, my good friends before, okay, and then the next thing, the feelings. Yeah, the feeling is that, okay, good to see you again. The emotion come, okay, I like it, for example. And then the behavioral component, yes, you run into him and her, shake hand, smile, and let's say feel happy to talk to. Okay, so that's about the attitudes. It occurs very quick in our inside us, these 3 components. Okay, or other examples, you are my friends, but one in the past you kill me from the back. So I already promised with myself, okay, if I see you again, I will kill you, for example. So what happens today if I open the door and see you there? So my head will let's say think about you, and it talk to me, hey Khương, it's him, the bad guy. So then immediately the feeling come. It means my emotions. So I get angry, my face getting red, my hands shaking like this, and the behavioral component come intention to behave immediately. So I run into you, kill you, or so he in my head tell to me, stay away from him, stay away from him, otherwise you run to him, you kill him. So then intention to behave is that, okay,